Good afternoon to our lovely listeners. This is the Political Hub Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio, and I'm your host, Ras Ella Baby. I'm being produced by the best DJ Rock Dolly Rock without a C. Of course, DJ Kobe Rich is in the house, and of course, Ohima Lillian too is in the house. This afternoon we are going to discuss about issues like we do right here on the platform. It's mostly always all about politics, political issues that has to do with our nature and things that the government does or is doing that is affecting us as a people and as a nation. Over the weekend, the NPP had the super delegate conference, and this was done to be able to elect 5 people out of the 10 aspirants who want to be flag bearers for the NPP. A couple of months ago, the NDC did that, and we all know that John Dramani Mahama really has no competitor when it comes to that. So of course he took it. But when it came to other sectors, we there were some minor issues, and we came here and we went into issue with the likes of Adingo and some panels, and we were able to discuss and see some of the issues that went into that particular election. And after that, there was a major issue in the NDC that had to do with Dumelo and Frank, and right now they have been able to settle their differences. It's only Dumelo that is standing for Iowa West. Moving forward, when I come back from the break, we are going to talk about the NPP special delegates election that went over the weekend. A lot of things went on over the weekend. This Saturday, I was glued to my TV set and I was glued to taking facts, because on the political show, all we do is give you facts and none. When I come back, I promised you guys that we are going to have a guest on the show, Mr. Mark Kosa, who will join me right here on call, and we are going to talk about these happenings and these things that happened around the NPP special delegate elections. Me trami husima and as a brofona doso. But let me say a very big thank you to management for always giving us the opportunity to be here. And special greetings to my own father, Bishop Kwabena Siama, president of Ajagraja movement. I also greet all Ajagraja movement. To all my listeners, today is going to be pink, so you guys will stick and stay with us. When we come back, Mark Kosa will join us and we'll continue. Stay tuned.
Ghana, we now have freedom. Ghana, land of freedom. Toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors. Toils of the brave which have brought results. Kwame, the star of Ghana. Nkrumah, star of Ghana, everybody toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors, toils of the brave which have brought results.
The purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at events and functions. At GTR Sounds, We have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your event. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@ghanatalksradio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
Okay. All right. Ebusiafo, ya demasi bebre, ya kase ya try husima, ya beba, ya koya, ya ba. Eja, asa no pay no me sorry me numti kakra, enti amabro for seminar also. It's always lovely to be here and to be with my political harvest. Before the break, no, with the introduction now, I told you guys that when we are back from the break, we are going to dive into issues that happened over the weekend that has to do with the NPP Special Delegate Conference. I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about my best five, the best five that I taught or had on paper that definitely they are going to be part of the five. And the results in a way yielded some kind of surprising results when it comes to the different various places. And when it comes to the NPP and when it comes to such elections, there's always going to be favoritism. Now there were 957 delegates that cast their vote. Now let me let you understand this voting process. Now Makosa will join us in a bit, but before he joins us, let me let you understand this. Now this election was held by special delegates. When we say special delegate, we have some special people in the party of every political party that comes out to select or vote for aspirants who want to be the flag bearer before it goes to the national one, where every delegate who is a registered delegate of the party will have the chance to vote. So this one is just a limited number of people who had the opportunity or who were eligible to vote. Now that is the 957 delegates, and we have the 17 voting centers and of course 10 candidates. Now when you look at this carefully, you realize that over the years, NPP, have held these because obviously the NPP has been a party where most people come out and want to be part of this electoral process, to be the NPP flag bearer. Now, when you go to the breakdown of delegates, if my producer is ready with that, if you go to the breakdown of delegates, we pick the regions and the number of votes or the number of voters in that region. Now, when we are looking at the northern region, we have 51 votes. Savannah, we have 30. Northeast, we have 30. Upper East, we have 36. Upper West, we have 32. Volta, we have 41. And Oti region, we have 30. Western, we have 46. Western North, we have 33. Then national headquarters, that is Accra here, voting center, we have 204. That is what is comprising and making it all together 961. So these people are people in government. These people are people who already have who are already having appointment in government. So then you could see the result is speaking a lot when you are talking of people who are already in government who are voting for these men to select the top five. Wouldn't go too deep because I have a guest and we will call him in so that he can also break it down for us. But interestingly there are certain things that happened then people are, talking when it comes to social media. When you go to Twitter right now, the NPP Super Delegates conference is trending. We have the NPP trending. We have Kennedy Japan trending. Honorable Kennedy Japan, sorry. We have our Vice President Baumia is also trending. And, a surprising thing that happened, personally, my first five that I knew definitely will be part of the top 5, whether I like it or yes, my first person was Honorable Kennedy Japan. He was somebody I was rooting for that, he's going to top this. Because the NPP cannot function without Honorable Kennedy Japan. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. And this man is a man who has worked or who's working. Why you homework? I mean, Honorable Kennedy Japan, why you homework on the grassroots? So I was really rooting for him. Say he's going to top the charts. Then second was going to be Alan. Alan Tremantin. Yeah, Papa we didn't that time of primary school during the Ghana at 50. This man has done a whole lot of work for the NPP, and I believe in him so much. So nanka make sure senko obedi second. Not Bawomiaba. Na Bawomiaba, not Dr. A few year akoto Abba. Not the last person na me shene ye Kweku, Mr. Kweku Opoku. Poku na me sheno. But these are my top 3. Na min kasa bebre my fa ye Mr. Mark Embrain. But also was a technical issues in Tintino. Producer Mr. Yen try your back kakre bi na yen to me Mark on the call so that ye buy ya diving into it. Mark, I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you very well.
Okay, so we are going.
Okay.
All right. For welcome back. You trying who see Maka Krabi. Na me promise mo say me de miam who nipa bia or wonim de bebre in politics. He's a social activist. Me no NWA school ye na University of Education Kumasi campus na osaya president of Achoma Hall. Minim ne nyuma or yeah during school, and I'm very, very honored to have him on the show. Mark, what's up?
Hello, Ella. A very good afternoon to you, to your producers, and to your viewing public. Thanks very much for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, now the man, the bro from the other, Okolandi na sayana. What they again? Him say what they kachidi they ka okabumu be. But bro, feel wish you go where the mama me could ask my you.
Yeah, the best fry. Yeah, the best fry.
No credit. Now, senior, over the weekend, no, I'm gonna say NPP for Electoral baby. My friend is special delegates conference.
Exactly.
Na and say me brace see na me ankasa me send no message say there be any no yen talking about no new because it should be by na Kennedy near the day what they are just let me know first of all what was your expectations. So okay, MPP for Electoral bay this is who and who I'm expecting say omo bet me about top 5 no what was your expectation and that they see and also no then I'll bet my car phone.
Okay, that was a bit brief. Any Quenya, dear mammy, Ella, and I met you with you for any producers and so the kind. You see, there is one thing, this political fraternity. Now, you can't always trust electorate. There's one thing. Electorate, won't see me in deciding more. That is one thing. Now, almost special delegates conference, I'm saying, a comprised of about 956 senior members of the party.
Yeah.
956 senior members of the party. Now, these members, among any members just like that, because it is instructive to note, say, these senior members, are comprised of the National Council. We have the National Executive Council.
Yeah.
We have the National Executive Committee. We have the members of the National Council of Elders. Also, we have the members of Parliament. We have 3 representatives of each of the special organs of the party in Ankasa.
Yeah.
And to also end, past national officers.
Yeah.
Some for we now 956, and it took place in all the 16 regional capitals across the country.
Yes.
And at the party's headquarters, Asalam down. It's outcome. Like I indicated, it is an open secret. We'll be in the course. I'm the vice president. At the end of the day, he was able to secure over 629 of the votes.
Yeah.
Which represents 68.15%, followed by Canada, Japan, 132 of the votes, and also representing 14.30%, and the rest.
No, correct.
And one would ask to say, this special delegates conference, what is really the NPP as a party in Ankasa, also a more constitution. You see, every party be our constitution are responsible to regulate affairs via our party BMO. So they organized this special delegates conference just to reduce the number of persons seeking to, as it were, to lead the party into the 2024 push now. Now, after the end of the way, you say, what share Jakon, any, Papa, Francis Adenimo. So, Panifo Mini, almost secure 9 votes each. Exactly. And then time. So, I think the party is expected to hold a runoff election for these 2 aspirants on Saturday, which is September 2nd, 2023, to determine which of the 2 will be part of the top 5 ahead of the November 4 conference now. And my dear, there is one thing, say, those who have just voted, no one will vote on Saturday, they can still change their mind towards any direction.
Yes.
They can change their mind. No one must be complacent. And no one must also give up. Say, oh, I didn't share me, so I have given up. No. Delegates at the grassroots must remain fired up to decide who must lead the party according to their conscience. And never the outcome of, the just ended exercise way. So, I think going forward, they must do that. Now, share so Nema BCC North East. Say, Papa, Canada, Japan, you who say on footages, various footages, and many social media portals, and say he was, as it were, trying to threaten a certain president. And a vice president, united, of course, Mema will shoot down. Now,
because some video never out, now as the delegates like in Penufoka can no more try say, or more back calming it down, Emma. After that, interview because so kakra with who to me and now want to meet so obi na a free Kennedy say no for honor no map promote the agents. Do you think say reaction from Kennedy was it in the right direction?
Maybe kind of I would say Ken or Sikisa Obeli the party in 2024. So I think say going into a crucial election of a sort, he must be very circumspect in his delivery. He must be very circumspect in the way I will see a channeling the communication here the other day. And don't forget, they see what North East, I can to say, not a Ken, the agents and not on my pam, but can information say ya boni agents na pam agents no and Ekoba say also overreact because mind you, Ken is someone on a contester. You can't take him for granted.
Yes.
Ken is somebody who is very vocal, who is very vociferous, who is very loud mouth. You can't take him for granted. So he will expose you. And what happened really was that the altercation that went on, is it between Alan's agents, Alan the agent, and regional youth organizer.
And that is our
altercation was between Omumbi, and what happened is a youth organizer he wanted to show the printed ballot paper to bystanders. Now,
my question is because on Saturday, Omu can say emphatically say is nobody is supposed to show their ballot.
Exactly.
So why is it that? And I think so. Sure, so now Bawumia, I think said
exactly.
So why should it be so? Say I will talk. Oh,
exactly. And then Emma saw altercation, arise. So it was between Alan, the agents, and the regional youth, the regional organizer for Northeast.
Yeah.
So the agent was like, no, what you've done goes against the rules and regulations of all the electioneering process across the country. For that reason, I won't allow you to dip the, printed ballot paper inside the ballot box. Then the fracas started. Then the buha started. And I must say, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Such brutal acts, any place, it have no place in modern day society, especially during an internal contest among persons who belong to the same party, having known themselves for many years. So I think it is quite detrimental to our democracy. Yeah.
And you're moving on. Now, when apart from that issue that happened where who said no case obe deal with me can't said he would deal with Bawumia and deal with the president. Bawumia is so pulling numbers be a shocking kakra. I don't know, but I was a bit surprised when Bawumia was able to pull numbers in the Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Bawumia to me pulling like 97 votes. And Alan Chimantene Kennedy pulling 10 and 6 listen. And see Osha, do you believe, say, the sitting president or the sitting government in Penyufobi, a person yana Bawumia, a flag bearer? And now, who feel say, no, Kennedy, Omoko, and on November 6th, no, better for flag bearer. Would you say Kennedy and answer Alan, a bit to me, a tiki?
Say, Ella, said the medical Akano. Votes, they can still change their mind towards any direction. Now, I would say, Bawumia, he has been able to carry himself in such a way, I'm a man for some kind of trust be over the years, if you look at Nyama Bakumi Unubia, or more the tout or more as a government, majority of the people on the cultural ground, if you say, Nyama be Bawumia and Bawumia, for that reason. I was awarded Bawumia with this kind of slots in order to become the flag bearer to contest in the impending election Now, it is noteworthy. It is noteworthy to recognize that Alan Shermanton has also been on this same political tangent for a whole number of years.
Yes.
You shouldn't forget in 2007, almost conference it was so massive. And Alan pulled a whole lot of people. So what I have to say, I must say, say majority of the people in the party, are supported by Bawumia. It begs so many questions. It begs so many questions. Many people are saying, they feel Bawumia because I would say MPP and Kasa as a party, or more a kind of trend, the Buzia, Dankwa, and Dombo. Buzia side, Kufuomo side, we have the Dankwa side, Nanadomo area, then Dombo.
Yeah.
Dombo now represent north for any other. So
Yeah.
they feel say this time no, they must award this kind of slot. And from Baumia said it will kill the existing conception nipa was say MPP party no omo mpe nordness asem. So
you see, me who no, not to cut me who no, and that was also what came into my mind that the the NPP is trying, because mostly na quiet to say yen nuanum nordness na eye vice, yen nuanum PP4 na eye vice. I think say na AC me said they want to change that perception. Say they want to now put Baumia on front, but the party is not being fair. Because they said that Alan has worked that time ye JHS Alan and so if the you see these are some of the things that MPP moya because NDC they'll make sure that once they said John Mahama nobody was there.
Oh yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
But why is it that MPP because I don't get it.
One would say a party like NDC say, I quite to say they believe in, inclusion or inclusion.
Yes.
I quite say a social democratic party. Say I don't know which my young quantity are the mount. Sometimes the mount, irrespective of your tribe or your divide or whatsoever. The mount. For instance, Emra President Mills, be free hono. Who say Mahama you be a bit me and we saw it. Say experience never be break course ni na no omo award Mahama say ombra medi party name you see so say ba MPP ni NDC say never be ho they intertwine, but then never be one so enye pe ebia won party no nema omo eye ni ade like I indicated. NDC as a party they believe in omo a social democratic party, and so they will reward you. So only the party, but I'm saying to some extent, MPP party, I'm saying not anxious, but also Obia on the constitution, Obia with the way I was running the party near the other. And one person, I'm saying, you probably or my dream I as to the number of votes we and Alan chairman thing. Said you would be kind Alan, I would say he should be able to re-evaluate the priority of his parameters with respect to the campaign message.
Okay. And
with respect to the people around him are offer or more campaign managers or campaign people. Politics or winning an election is about numbers. You can't do away with it. It has been part of us and is going to be part of us.
Yes,
so
that one day, yes.
It is game of numbers. So if you have people who are more fronted for you, say, me, I wanted this flag bearership slot. Now, what in young for me, very strategizer. I beg, fully. And going forward, I feel say I will say Alan in young or me very, very tactful, or me very serious.
Because honestly, numbers now Alan Pooley in total disappointing kaka.
Yeah, to some extent he relented in his efforts. Or relented kakra because I quite to say, baby, no, now go forward to Mudipa Baumia Ken.
Yes.
So I don't know exactly the course what transpired when it comes. I am or relented on their efforts to essentially leave everything in such manner. It's quite unfortunate because even said the Alan Cash.
Yes.
And Ashanti region there be a Ufri Ankasa. You see, so having considered the votes now if we were by the Baumia and the Alan Enya, I think say it is something I would say Oshana or your so say the he needs to re-evaluate the priorities of the campaign and the campaign team. And yes, going into November 4th, it will be a same story and I'll be a bit yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, answer na memo wakono. Ye share numbers na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia LED with 629 and Kennedy 132 and Alan 95. Now my final question and sana major wa kono. Does this show what will happen on November 2nd? Say the IAD as a baumia be fa obey flag bearer and now say I didn't bit madam.
That's Minia. I will say that elections are concerned. You can't trust electorate. Obi oha that very day now Kotwaba na admit Mrs.
No correct.
Obi oha that very day na omo air to abano. During that electioneering process na air course no obi to na na adwen. It's you can't vouch for Obi allegiance. Yes, you can't vouch for their allegiance. What I say, omo Baumia camp and omo Alan Kwajuche Mountain camp and I be a Kennedy camp near there. You can't vouch for their allegiance to a certain, individual. No, Obi person anytime. What they need to do, as people, and you can say Obi are complacent. They must eschew complacency.
Okay.
And think the sky is their limit. They shouldn't give up. So the delegates and Kasana at the grassroots, they must be like fired up. I was say Ubia word. Now they for Nkasa. It wouldn't be surprised at the end of the day, November 4th, you who say Adenasa. Because Ken is trying very, very desperately to grease the grassroots.
Yes.
In order to secure the slot to lead the MPP party. Similarly, somebody like Alan Kwajuche Martin is also trying because per the results now about to see I think the homework I was always be an obey in order to also secure because I to say this delegates conference we are amani be elusive hope kakra Alan Mu as to whether or not he will be able to secure the slot to lead the party in the coming general election but okay.
Yeah. Mark, and me too.
You see, Ken Jarapon is one person. He has really enjoyed. I need to say this. Ken has really enjoyed, a robust and a devoted support base. Starting from the scratch,
Yeah.
He has been able to, he has really enjoyed a robust and essentially a devoted support base. And it is quite uncommon to hear people on the streets declaring that they had no intention to vote or whatsoever in 2024 election. But the breakers say Ken it in believe parts in the onbeding on Betwaba. And so there are so many disappointed people our party no they feel say Ken leading Kwadia on beating me out to. So by and large his supporters are convinced that he possesses the potential to as it were invigorate the party support base for the upcoming election. Yeah.
Okay, Nana.
Yeah, so
answer our back on your comments we kakra James or say big ups Nana back this is James and I big up to you ready Obama Kai with Mr. James on Facebook or big up say international politician fan Casalo and Queen's so say nice show and Kwesi Stars so or say Mark where your mouth thumbs up or mouth thumbs up and James is say what a great politician I'm more fire I'm more fire all right so Dana major one more corner conversation we no on say still now no Niger issues no koso manya one or two videos kakra bia Burkina Faso troops at me abedu Niger ne ade now say because of NPP see over the weekend in the treaty more topic nene minim say what the o time chi the nyame adoma Wednesday obenya bre asama na eno diving into the Niger issue new development about because nana as ensem na ekoso na ehu kakra with this thing that was simple this Mark Costa Sesian nene he is a social activist menena ne say school na or your president of Atuma or you're very 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 dedicated and hard working person citizen or what o mind you be try your husima ya ba your video na want to me ekasa efa Canada Japan when the reaction is anyama no ya boba producer ya try your husima ya be say
have freedom. Ghana, land of freedom. Toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors. Toils of the brave which have brought results. Star of Ghana, Nkrumah, Star of Ghana, everybody toils of the brave and the sweat of their labors, toils of the brave which have brought results.
Ghana Talks Radio, UK, Abrochimemu, era from Ghana Muha at the sound system, which is spinning machine papa, a free amana nearby be go among Ghana Muha. It is a year, we engagement, we wedding, we birthday party. Political parties are more rally, some way sorry, a more crusade. So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boa sound in the moon at the dia any American food GTR sounds at the Emao. Your live band and so I would to answer at the frame ya beat me about the boa. Ama Ujumedia woody and so at me I come up. Yawa enkan pupuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel a hope pepe ena yebutu odi ane se wo be frɛ mpanifo ɛwɔ 0546960510 GTR sounds emu ode angaza.
All right, Abusia, for that was Mark Kosa. In fact, I have enjoyed his electoral conversation. You have it right now. Now, ansana you be share some videos. Be mommy reading my favorite people will be comment to her. James is say or share from Asylum Dante. Big up to all Asylum Down people. And Queen Z also say watching live from Tema West. Tema also share. Big up. Poker Soft Life or say big up Mark Kwesi Stars or say big ups Alidu Salifu Al Arabs, our youth president for NDC is talking. Makosa no big up to you, youth president. Me was sister Emilia Kuneduwaha or say wow Mark will never disappoint. No cry. Ali do Salifu Swaba or say madam please read my comment too, because the guy talking is an NDC, but I respect his neutral way of reasoning, which is very good. So we'll take a conversation now. Who say NDC he has really tackled issues as it is. Big up to him. Miami Nipa all the way from Dubai. Big up to yourself, Clark Asaro. See dope. Dubai JTL also there here. Allah Dubai for big up to yourself. Hey Charlie GTL political hub show. Yo baby yo Ghana yo Dubai. Kaish. Just say baby political hub show I take over. Now I can't and kakrebi you say you nipa be 16 in the general Facebook or motion which is very very wonderful. Ya da mo sibe these are numbers are a deep mark echi any political hub show echi. Now baby you know what we're making a conversation about agents now mobile no. Na ye alanchemantin agent na sa ekof kasabian koye na call bi ko see Kennedy so eti producer why you ready me pacho yen share sa video na alanchemantin campaign manager na all talking about this issue no yen ko tie the na manager na.
As we speak, incidents in the northeast region have made us very 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 disturbed. Our agent in the northeast has been beaten. Why? He's in the hospital now. Why? Because he protested the showing of ballots, which is completely illegal according to the rules. Nobody is supposed to vote and show the ballots. They are voting and showing the ballots in the northeast. When our agent protested, he was beaten up. He's in the hospital now. We, the Alan Shamatin campaign, is rejecting the entire result from the northeast. We are telling the party headquarters, we are telling the elections committee, we are telling the vice president's team, we are telling His Excellency the President to put his foot down. anything to do with adding and including the Northeast results in this election will mean that the results are a sham. And it will go on in other places from what we are hearing. They have...
Okay, campaign manager for Alan and Kasano, and if you've seen pictures, in fact, omobo agent ni na from that no na want to me so granting interview to Metro TV and no chiremu what caused Honorable Kennedy Japan to react that way, and the producer pacho why yes video ni ready yema ahwefo ni etiefo ensun kotie ni enhwe what really transpired on ground say ma Honorable Kennedy Japan reacted, sir.
Kennedy is somewhere. You know Kennedy is a firebrand, you know. And when we was there, something happened in the northern region. Yeah, then the people who was there, they just call Kennedy. You know what have happened into specifically as my uncle, Kwame Usu, I always call him.
Yeah, Kwame Usu, maritime. I know him. I spoke to him yesterday as well.
It's my uncle. So I call him my uncle. Because Kennedy is my brother. So he called Kennedy. And you know time like this, his energy and his distance will be high. And you are not there. And you call him to say, this is what has happened.
So Kwame Usu is the one who told Kennedy that his agent in Northeast is being chased out.
Meanwhile, we have police there. We have all the agents there. So why is you have to talk?
So the information is not correct?
Oh, and I'm saying I was there with Kwame Usu here.
Kwame Usu was here in Kumasi?
He was here. He was in charge here.
But how do you know Kwame Usu made the call to Kennedy?
Because I was there like this. Because I was there like this.
Oh, I see.
I'm a regional chairman. I'm close to him.
So you heard Kwame Usu telling Kennedy that Yapami and Crawford no back Upper East.
Kwame Usu talked to Kennedy every 5-10 minutes.
About Ashanti.
About Ashanti and everywhere. You know Kwame Usu is the
coordinator, yeah.
Coordinator for all. So he report. You see, sometimes it's not about what have happened that is the problem, but how you respond to it. That makes it as a problem. Kennedy is asset. And I'm telling you, that is why I mentioned 4 people. I mentioned his name before me. He's my senior brother.
And you consider him as an asset to the party?
He's asset. Why not? Kennedy is asset.
So Kennedy is asset, Kwame Japan is asset, Wuntumi is asset, Joe Gate is asset, Boache Jacko is asset, Alan Chermatin is asset.
Everybody is asset. But if that time Alan didn't go to the elections like this, then we was talking about Bawumia and Alan. But now that Kennedy is second, but we are going to talk about Bawumia and Kennedy. That is the truth. You want to hear the truth?
So you say Alan, by being third today, has finished?
I'm not saying it. Don't put it like that. Don't put it like that. Kennedy is somewhere. You know Kennedy is a firebrand. You know? And when we...
Okay, so there we have it. Where Wuntumi, gave a breakdown of what actually happened that caused Honorable Kennedy Japan to react that way. But in my fair opinion, Honorable Mark Kosa, NDC youth organizer, when it comes to political things like this, our uncle should be able to find some ways to control his emotions and his reaction, because some of the words, Honorable use on grounds was very, very tough, very harsh kakra. Please, those who are watching, keep bringing in your comment, okay? Keep bringing your comment. Mark, Quincy say confusion party, and I'll say we are say it or we are listening. Please keep bringing your comment in as we'll keep reading. Now, what's really surprised me is because the kind of numbers that Bawumia put, he's a first-time presidential hopeful. Now, when we look at the first-timers, among the 10, we have Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we have Kennedy Ohene Ejapan, we have Dr. Owusu Efriye Akoto, and we have Kojo Opoku. He is part of the first-timers, those who has come to compete for the first time. Then obviously we have people who have come third time and the fourth time. Let's look at the second time candidates. Now, when we look at the second time flag bearer hopeful, we have Professor Edu, Dr. Sani, we have Dr. Safo, we have Professor Frimpong Boateng, we have Kobina Ejay, and so forth and so on. We have the third time candidates. We have John Ajakun Kufuor. You know, our papa stood from he stood in 1992, 1996, 1998. We have John Kwame Kodria. He also stood in 1992, 1998, and 2010. We also have Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku. He stood in 1998, 2007, and 2023. Then we have the four-timers, which is Nana Akufo-Addo. This man has stood on his feet trying to be a flag bearer for the NPP for 4 times, only for him to come and fail as a government. He stood in 1998, 2007, 2010, 2014, and Alan Tremantin, you know, also stood 2007, 2010, 2014, and 2023. Only for Nana Addo Akufo-Addo to come and perform woefully as a president. And Kosiwa, you know, I've always said this. The NPP knows how precious Canadian Japan is. And this is something that, you know, A+ also spoke about on Showbase, making it clear for people to understand that the NPP cannot exist without Canadian Japan. It's a fact and it's the truth. He is the backbone of the NPP. So if they want to use political things and try to push, you know, him to be the flag bearership, I mean, we don't know the future, but I mean, when we look at factual things, with everything that Bawumia has promised as a vice president, I don't know which he has delivered. And always, you know, he's been speaking about digitization. And then he has made a statement that he has putting down the measures, but if the president and committees involved are not pushing it, then his measures are not, you know, visible. So he wants to say that the failure on his part is not his fault. It's the fault of Adudi. And you can clearly see how, you know, the NPP at a point shoved Bawumia off. And, you know, we have was a nipa tribunal omuruli Ghana, and it's pathetic. Meaning say Mr. Producer A+ video now or make a comment about Canada Japan nanka producer that to amuni so nanka ya to so
most of them government appointees oma bayama appointment and a few party chairman in the executive region, like basically people in the government. Okay. Basically people in the government. Almost obia or to abeni bibiano is an appointee. What you say? It's, you know, you into resource nabano and you bibia news, and they are just about 900 and something people. I feel no more to 200,000, but the Bianam catch will be as honorable can obey this second. I kept telling people, so obey this second. We no your friends say MPP for no, Omaya say most of them you're from much na them. Man to Amaba Umia, you be Jim position, you be Yumudi. Omo beto ye hunhuna ne you be cratwa omo de kire. You hunhuna no omo de yes ade no, but they omo destroy Bawumia. You need everybody to be part of your campaign if you want to be president of Ghana. If you win and Kennedy Japan does not support you, that's a Kennedy Japan you're independent, I'll be then. You can never win. Look, there is nobody in MPP who can win an election without Kennedy Japan. It's not possible. It is highly impossible. Like when we need your friend is saying a flag bearer for MPP. Who person who Ghana president, that Kennedy Japan you're independent. Abano wachim too. And he has the support of the grassroots. And I'm telling them that Kennedy Japan will win the grassroots. When they were campaigning, he was dealing with the grassroots people. And people were doing their own politics.
Okay, so that is what A+ is also saying about Kennedy Japan's power in when it comes to the MPP. We have new comments here. Clark Asari said no room for cheating. Because they say there, and now we have Aquinas. I hope I've pronounced your name very well. He's saying that A+ is clueless about the NPP super delegates primaries. Only about 22 were appointees. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Aquinas. Thank you so much for that. Also, what I would say, maybe A+. Kasano. But when we look at the special delegate results, Ocon of Easter, when you look at some of the results, very, 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 very surprising. The kind of numbers that Baumia pulled in Northeast, just Obianya 0 from Canada, Japan to Obianya 0. It means every delegate that came to Northeast voted for Baumia. And that is what is there. So I mean, until who could share the final results now. Who said Dr. Baumu Baumia etimi puli 629, and a Kennedy Honorable Eso Twaso with 132. Na Alan Abba and Dr. Efria Koto. But there's a news reaching us. This is a very current news that we know Taino Dr. Bakono Asta down say and Kaweno and Nonko, but as Twaso no dear Yenim say these are the main 5 people. Sorry, the main 4 people are Omoko in November 2nd. Omo Makade. That is Francis Adey and Buache, Mr. Buache. Omo ye shedan for moon ready asemsa. Sesi ano ade ni jina Mahmoud Bahumia Kennedy Japan. Mr. Alan Chamantin Owusu Efriye Akoto. But even this Owusu Efriye Akoto is out of it. Me who is on kahun. See, I know Adena are so tight because the numbers now Alan to say Mark Ekan, Alan was concentrating on something different. Whilst these 2 people, Canada, Japan, and Baumia were working on the ground. What I say, and that is what has pulled this surprise, result. And to say, I'm not sure a shaky kakra for Alan to be able to pull the vote and overcome and overtake Canada, Japan, and Mahmoud Baumia. Shaky kakra, but no, shaky, but not. It's not really shaky. To say the market can, anything can happen. People can change their votes on that day. Come November 2nd. We all cannot wait and see who will be the flag bearer of the NPP. If it becomes Baumia, the NPP will have more hands when it comes to Yenyanum Pepe Forno and our Northerners, because for the first time we are going to have a Northerner and a Muslim as the flag bearer, which I mean is going to really cause a whole lot of tension when it comes to the national election against John Dramani Mahama. But if it's also Kennedy Japan, he has won the hearts of the youth long time ago, and people love this man. And it's also going to push some kind of competition between them. In all, we are here as at the political hub show, and we are loving what is happening. But things are still happening in Niger, like I said. But today, because of the primaries, we wanted to look at this and just finish it. But on Wednesday, Mark Kosa will join me again, where we are actually going to bring you footages of troops who have entered into Niger, troops from Mali and Burkina Faso, and other write-ups that the African, ECOWAS has come out, to say 1 or 2 things again. And these military leaders are shutting them up and telling them not to try. But still, ECOWAS is trying to push certain things. On Wednesday, please, we need you here again. Same time, 12:30. Right now we have diversed and we have broken down everything that has to do with the NPP. We all know that as far as you and I know, John Dramani Mahama is our next president, because right now he's the only one who is left. We are not. I don't seem to see anybody. But Ian Kasenko Che Bibre Wednesday, Mark Kosa Besa join in. Na Mesa will another guest be in the studio. ye be pensing mu. Now we'll talk about this Niger issue into details because cool see what Ghana affect me, you know. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to do the viewing. My Facebook commenters, because you guys have been great. Queen Z, thank you so much for joining the Poker Soft Live. Kwesi Styles, Alidu Salifu, Emilia Konedu, Klakasari all the way from Dubai. Aquinas, you guys have been our top commenters. I think say a bedroom baby was a management now more comment upon it to more airtime because it's not easy to have data and stick and still on the show now share nini nasa and chiake asedakese emma the management of Ghana Talks Radio say mama yakwenya na mama ene near to me ebe ye show we. A big thank you to my producer DJ Rock. He's the man behind the technical stuff. I want to make sure say to me ekoba na program no it's me fe. A very big thank you to my own father Bishop Kwabnesi Yama said the bia piba on pibo and upliftment it's me Eddie Yakoba. Shout out to all Ajagraja movement members and big shout out to Mark Kosa. Thank you so much. Send me free no one mama says he from but oba show no so and no dom amabani na in fact me two chairman me salutumu. Nyame adoma Wednesday ye ba ye tamaso Wednesday ye ba edom no sambra Mark ebetena dwa na de nipa ba ko so aka ho ne person as youth ne looking into our political issues more any Niger issue no. My name is Ras Ella Baby. Thank you so much for joining today's show. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to follow us on all our social media and myself Oko Facebook amidine de Ras Ella Baby, Oko TikTok Ras Ella Baby, Oko Instagram Ras Ella Baby. More hitting me up na me ni mo ntwetwe nkomo. If you want to come on the show, you are very much welcome to come on the show too. Thank you so much and this has been the Political Hub Show. See you on Wednesday. Bye bye.